Don't look at the bad things of other people if you don't look into yourself first. Well, before I could tell you that, let me tell you my story. So, my story is that I really didn't hate. I didn't really like myself, man. I think you already know that. Well, I'll tell you if you don't know. Is that I always used to just look at myself in the mirror and just thought that I was just like fat and ugly. It's like I would wear the hood, basically. You know, I might even show a preview, but during this fifth grade, well, my friends like kind of backstabbed me, and I thought it was like I started to convince myself it was because of me, and I just started to resent myself, and especially if I was starting to ruin more of my mental health. I was starting to fat, play video games, and do all of that stuff, man. So I try to hide my face from it, and when this one time when I found a girl friend in the video game, basically I just started talking for her every single day. And when she told me she wanted to see a picture of me, I was like kind of scared. So then I just showed a picture of me with my hood and stuff, which I don't have anymore. I didn't save it, but that's how really the state of my mental health was. So as as the years kept going on, I started to worsen more of my mental health. I started to worsen more of my mental health, and I became unhappy overall, man. I mean, yeah, sure, I got the pleasurable things like I got to I got to fap. I get to fap every day. I get to play video games every day, but it didn't even feel that nice anymore, man. So so at this moment, I didn't get any. Well, I still need to work with women, but I didn't get any attraction from women. And basically, every time we went to the store, I was kind of like looking at. I was kind of like hiding. I didn't really want to show everything. I was kind of just like more to myself. I didn't want to show anything. And then when there was girls there, when there was girls, I would like kind of like like either if they would like me, I'd like oh proper happy, but if they didn't like me, I'd probably just like hate them honestly. And this kind of went for every other girl too. It's just that I would look at them like oh nah, they just like they're like this negative thing or this negative thing. Like nah, they're not worth my time, but and in reality, man, I really wanted them. To be honest, man, I was trying to say negative things about other people, and I haven't looked into myself. Like to be honest, man, I don't think would I date myself? Probably not, man, because I was just some video gamer who was kind of fat, also, who was just playing video games and just fapping and eating junk food. I mean, and just saying negative things and like poor mental health. I don't think anybody would want to date me, man, like that. And especially if I was in this miserable state. And even after this, I started kind of taking more self improvement and stuff. I started taking self improvement more seriously. I started improving more of myself, and even then, man, I kind of even throughout this journey, man, I kind of more realized about well, I would hear my mind saying negative thoughts, but at least I've gotten more aware of myself that well, I can like see my negative thoughts and just kind of like oh no, that's not me, but I'm just kind of wondering what if I never took self improvement? Like, if I didn't take self improvement, then I would have thought that those thoughts were real, man. I would have started to believe them about people. Like, my negative thoughts, I'll be honest, I would either say, like, my ego, well, sometimes ego, sometimes, like, oh, I'm better than you, or basically, my mind would just start swearing for no reason at people. And then I'm just kind of wondering if I didn't take self improvement. And that's why we can be grateful if you or if you want to start self improvement. Like if you want to start, man, just start. But seriously though, if I didn't take self improvement, I would have been in a lot more worse day because I would have saw the negatives of others, but I didn't look inside myself first, man. Of course, man, I don't think you can help someone out unless you look into yourself too. You have to see your negatives too, man. I know I wasn't perfect, man, but you gotta see your negatives first before you can point out the other people's negatives, man. Because for the women, man, I was basically, I was just basically just kind of hating on them. But in reality, man, I really wanted them. It's just that I knew that I was just being I was just being a Jeffrey, man. So I wanted a reason to hate. I didn't want to look inside myself and take the responsibility for it. So I went to just go hate on people when they didn't like me. But it's not, I don't think that's the case now, man. So look into yourself first before you hate others, man. Like just the example I said. So do the right thing. Don't give up, man. Alright, take care.